It's time to start your morning by taking 5. Here's your host, Matt McMaster.
You're listening to Take 5, quick 5-minute take on the biggest things happening in Nebraska sports. I am your host, Matt McMaster, and today we are talking about what I think is by far the second best major in all of golf, the U.S. Open, behind the one and only Masters at Augusta National. But what I love so much about this major in general is because very few times in fans' lives or in fans' experiences can we watch an athlete and relate to them. Very few times can we watch an athlete and say, hey, I probably would have done that or I could have done that. And the U.S. Open is often the hardest major of the year, the hardest golf that any of the best players in the world will play throughout a given time. And so when you see courses that are this tough, that are able to affect the highest level of golfers and the highest level of athletes, it's something that we very, very rarely see. These guys and gals across sports make everything look so easy, and yet it is so much fun watching a golf course humble them, just like every Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, or whenever the hell you choose to golf, it humbles you. And so this will be not only a very entertaining major for that reason, but also a really good field with some interesting storylines that we'll be following. First and foremost, they're at the Oakmont Country Club. The last time they were at the Oakmont Country Club, the winning score was 4 under, and I think only 4 other players outside of Dustin Johnson ended up under par. The last time before that, it was in 2007. Angel Cabrera won it, and he won it with a score of 6 over. So this country club, this golf course, Oakmont, is considered one of the hardest in the world already, and apparently they've already made it harder. I've been watching some YouTube videos. You can go and look at Grant Horvat on YouTube. He's a great YouTube golfer. Bryson DeChambeau, who we're not really going to touch on. Long ball hitter, it'll favor him. I think he'll be in contention, but I don't think the odds are enough value for me to bet him. But Bryson DeChambeau, both those guys, great YouTube golfers, ended up playing the course and kind of previewed the course. Go ahead and watch it, man. The rough is crazy. The rough is absolutely insane. It's like 5 inches deep in some places. The greens are absolutely insane. Wesley Bryan, who's another, he's got his tour card, but also a YouTube golfer, talked about the fact that if you are above a hole, you are in a lot of trouble. You do not want to have downhill putts in Oakmont. There's over 100 bunkers at this place. I mean, the over-under right now for the total winning score is around 2 over, which is absolutely insane. Let's get into the betting discussion. I think this is a really, really tough event to bet, and especially when you get into the winners, because it's just so unpredictable in terms of what this course offers and just how difficult it is, because you could be playing really well heading into this event, but if you miss your drives off the first couple of tee shots, it's going to be tough sledding. And there are going to be some blow-up holes. There are going to be some guys who end up with 9s, who end up with 10s, who end up with max scores, who absolutely ruin a round and ruin the entirety of the championship for themselves because, man, you don't want to be going rough to rough. You don't want to be going bunker to bunker. You don't want to be going from putting on the green to putting off the green. And we're going to see that happen plenty. And so on the Gary Match Show today, I kind of compared it to betting a NASCAR race where you take kind of low amounts of money, you spread them across the field, and you hope that one of your mid to longer shots ends up winning. And that way you just, kind of come with a big cash out. Now, I do want to say this. I do think it's a good bet to have Scottie Scheffler. I wouldn't put an overabundance on Scottie Scheffler, but I do think at plus 275, he's just playing such good golf that to have that bet, maybe $20 on it at plus 275 wouldn't be a bad idea. But in terms of DeChambeau, Rahm, McIlroy, I'm not touching those bets. I don't think plus 750, plus 1,200, plus 1,200, those are not value enough. And I don't think the payout is going to be as high as how hard it is to be competitive on this course. So I'm looking at a couple of different guys here. You can place them to win. I'm gonna place most of these to win, but you could do top 5s as well. There is some decent value there. Colin Morikawa is my first pick. We talked about the rough, how deep it is. You want to stay in the fairways. Morikawa very quietly has been one of the best driving players on the tour. He's hitting the green about 73%, or hitting the fairway 73% of the time from the tee. He's at plus 2,500. A $10 bet will pay you $250. I think that is a really, really good value for Collin Morikawa, who, mostly known for his ball striking. But off the tee has been great. He's got to putt better, and he's been a little bit more consistent in the last couple of weeks. So I think that's good value. Plus 2,500 to win, plus 360 to come in the top 5. Joaquin Niemann. LIV has had 8 events. He has won 4 of them. He is the best golfer on LIV right now. Now, in his 21 majors, he's only had one top 20 finish. And that, I think, might have come in the blow-up. I think that would have been, 3 years ago? At the PGA Championship, if I'm not mistaken, or one of it was the Opener Championship. It was whatever one Justin Thomas won. But Joaquin Niemann, not historically great at majors, but having an incredible year. Plus 3,000, 10 to win 300 would be the bet there. Top 5 finishes plus 450, which isn't bad value at all. Then we're going to go into a little bit deeper territory here. Plus 5,000 is Sepp Straka. Hasn't won a major. I do think if there is a major if any of these majors are going to produce a weird major winner, I feel like it would be this one because of just how difficult the course is, and it's really just going to come down to who gets hot. Sepp Straka very quietly has been the second best golfer on the tour in terms of strokes gained total, behind the one and only Scottie Scheffler. So Straka having a really good year, plus 5,000 to win, plus 600 to come in the top 5. I think it's a ton of value there. And my final bet, a pretty interesting one, Captain America, Mr. Keegan Bradley. Keegan Bradley is plus 9,000 to win. He's finished top 10 in his last 2 appearances. He's won a major before. This guy is experienced. He knows what he's doing. He's always played tougher. He's always played better in the tougher courses, and is one of the very few guys who hasn't talked about how tough the course is and instead has talked about how excited he is to play it. I just think plus 9,000, 10 to win 900 is incredible value there. So that's kind of where I'm going with this. Bet guys who are hot, bet guys who've been playing well, bet guys who've done well on tougher courses, and, sprinkle a little money across the board because I think there is a high chance that we get a mid to long shot winning this U.S. Open just because I can't stress it enough, this is the toughest course in the world. So I like Scheffler, plus 275. I like Collin Morikawa, plus 2,500. Like Joaquin Niemann, plus 3,000. Like, who's my other guy that I had? Sepp Straka, plus 5,000. And I love Keegan Bradley, plus 9,000. Those are my picks for the U.S. Open. You've been listening to Take 5, and I've been Matt McMaster.